Om Tat Sat. My humble prostrations to the all-pervading Brahman, to my worshipful Guruji, Swami Jyotirmayananji Maharaj, to the Divine Mother, Devi, and all sages and saints, and to each of you, divine soul, watching today's satsang. So, we are currently covering the mysticism of Devi Mahatmya, mother worship, and yesterday we had started the story of King Suratha, Medha, and Vaishya and the Medha Rishi ashram. So that's the story. If you did not hear it, please um, pick up the video we covered, the video satsang we covered yesterday, and today we are covering the mystic meaning of that story. So Suratha literally means one who is endowed with a good chariot. Surath, Su means good, Rath is a chariot. So Suratha stands for the Jivatman, or the individual soul, which is endowed with the chariot of the body. So that is the deeper meaning of the name Suratha that applies to our physical body and the jiva within us. The individual soul is chained to the world process by various attachments and karmic entanglements. And the soul indulges in worldly pleasures because it has forgotten its essential nature of Brahman, or the absolute self. So the soul is as if intoxicated by the world process and the illusion of the world process. In course of time, having passed through numerous embodiments, it develops vairagya, or dispassion, and realizes its miserable predicament. It gains an insight into the fact that even the closest relatives of the world cannot come to its aid in the hours of suffering, just like what happened to Vaishya, his own wife, his own relatives, for greed pushed him out. Nowhere in the world of time and space can the soul find true repose and lasting happiness, because our nature is Sat, Chit, Anand. We want truth, we want existence, we want happiness, but this world is not Sachitana, it's just name and form. So, therefore, we are trying to find happiness in a place that is not the right place. The world itself is not full of it's itself seeking happiness. It's moving towards destruction, including everything, as we have said, our body, mind, etc. They are all limited. So, how can we find happiness there? So, finding pain and misery everywhere, the individual soul goes to the hermitage of Medha Rishi. Medha literally means purified intellect, or the intuitive intellect. The individual soul seeks the guidance of the intuitive intellect, because when that's why we say sabko sanmati de bhagwan, om bhur bhuva swaha mantra also we say, so that our intellect may be illumined, because if our intellect doesn't function well, nothing else will work very nicely. So samadhi is the state in which the mind is free from thought waves, and that's why this is the other person, the Vaishya. So it is the power of the soul by which the senses are withdrawn from the sense objects. So the senses have to go back, otherwise we will be constantly attached to the objects. Just as Vaishya, the merchant class, tends cows and have the power to control them, even so does Samadhi have the power of controlling the senses and mind. Samadhi means transcendental meditation. So when we do a lot of meditation, the thoughts start to get controlled. They start thinning out. That is why Samadhi is called a Vaishya. When the mind is engaged in external objects and actions, the state of samadhi becomes veiled because it gets externalized. Samadhi is as if ignored by one's relatives and friends, the numerous thoughts of the mind. That is the deeper meaning. And when Suratha, which is the individual soul, it joins Samadhi, which is the Vaishya, and approaches the hermitage of sage Medha Rishi, the intuitive intellect, it attains the revelation of the cosmic mother and regains the lost empire of the self, which is what? God realization, the kingdom that we have lost. We are that soul that are now wandering in the world process like the king. Medha Rishi, or the purified intellect, guides the soul through the various stages of spiritual battle and gives insight into the powers that assist it in those stages. So Medha Rishi is the guru, he is the teacher, he is the one who is bringing them from darkness to light because they are in a hopeless and in a very dejected state. The king has lost his kingdom, the Vaishya has lost everything, all his possessions, and that's where the guru's wisdom comes in handy, where he shows them the light and takes them away from the darkness. These insights and teachings are presented in the profoundly mystical stories of the goddess. So we will be covering a deeper, very sweet verse on the meditation of Mahakali, which we will be covering tomorrow. This is Swami Nikhilananda. Om Tat Sat.